The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
John Denver is one of the most, yeah, you can applaud for our band.
Good guys. Doc Severinsen, boys.
Thank you, boys. John Denver, who is coming out right now, is probably one of the most talented songwriters and performers in our business. He'll be appearing at the Greek Theater here September 21st through the 24th. This is his latest album, Rocky Mountain High. Would you welcome John Denver?
Hey,
John?
hey.
How have you been?
Very fine, thank you.
I remember your last time here you did a song about Toledo.
Yep.
Right? We heard from a few people from Toledo. It was kind of a good-natured rib at the town, right?
Oh, yeah, it's a satirical kind of song. And as a matter of fact, about a week after I did that on your show
Right.
here, we did a concert at Blossom Music Center in Cleveland, Ohio. And there were a lot of people from
Yeah, what were some
Toledo
of
in
those
the
lyrics?
audience.
What were some of those lyrics in that song?
Saturday night in Toledo, Ohio was like being nowhere at all. And it goes on from there.
But they didn't storm the stage.
No, as a matter of fact, that was just about my most requested song that night.
Yeah.
I had a song I was going to do for you tonight called Forest Lawn.
I saw my producer go, what
I
is it?
noticed. I beg your pardon.
No, that's all right. They didn't want you to do it, I assume?
Well, I guess it's a little touchy. I've done it on television a couple of times and did it on an album and thought, I've always wanted, if I ever got the chance to do your show, to do that song. But I think it's a little bit, we talked to some people, they got the lyrics and everything, and I beg your pardon, you guys.
Well,
No, that's what we're looking for, controversy. It's okay.
people get uptight about it.
Oh, they do. Well, you have to watch things like that, like I'm sure in the interest of you people especially,
Yeah.
I understand they're a little touchy, and you have to watch what you do on television.
Yeah, you really do.
We got into trouble once before, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, when we did the I Was Not a Nazi Polka, when I was with the Mitchell Trio.
Yes.
Who writes your songs?
Well, see, there's just a couple of things. I used to be a part of a group that was known sort of for the satirical material they did. And we're really the only people that are doing college concerts, for those audiences that are doing that kind of material. And so it's something that since I've been on my own, I've tried to retain. And
I think
it
you're doing
goes
a good
over-
job.
Well, it goes over great for those audiences.
Sure.
And sometimes you get into trouble, but it's all in fun.
I've been in trouble myself. It's okay.
Did you get followed by the groupies like a lot of the young stars do, the pop stars, or the rock
No.
stars that follow them around all over?
No, I really don't have any problems with that. I think my musicians sometimes are a little disgusted with me for that.
Yeah.
I write so many songs about my wife Annie, "Goodbye Again," which I did last time
Right.
here, and "Leaving on a Jet Plane" and stuff. And they leave me alone. I think they feel that they realize I'm pretty comfortable at home.
Somebody
And,
asked me to ask you about an experience you had. And, I don't know whether they're putting me on something that happened during your honeymoon.
Yeah, God, I'll never live this down. Ann and I got married about 5.5 years ago, and we went out to Phoenix, Arizona for our honeymoon. We were at a trailer camp where her grandparents had stayed, an old people's...
Retirement village type
yeah,
of place?
exactly. And while we were there one night, I'd gone out to see some friends, and ended up doing a little guest set at a nightclub out there, and Annie was feeling kind of poorly. And I started getting worried about her, and asked if she wanted to go home. No, she didn't want to. And so the evening progressed, and finally she did feel bad enough that we took her home. And as she kept getting worse and worse, and we'd been married like 2 or 3 days. And I was getting very concerned. We went by the hospital. I said, "Now listen, kid, do you want me to take you in?" She says, "No." So we went on. We got to the trailer and went to bed, and she couldn't even undress. She couldn't lie down, And I said, "Okay, that's it. I'm taking you to the doctor." So we called the emergency room, went there. They couldn't figure out what it was. They gave her some pain pills and decided that they would set up an appointment to see a doctor the next morning, which we did. Went to see the doctor, went through this whole thing, and Annie was in there, it seemed like years, And pretty soon she came out and wouldn't tell me anything, just pay the bill, we'll go. And I was getting nervous, and we got outside. I said, "Well, now, what's the matter?" She says, "Well, I was in there, and the doctor was examining me. There was a nurse standing there, and he says, 'What are you doing in Phoenix, Annie?' She says, 'Well, we just got married, been married a couple of days, and we're having our honeymoon here.' She says, 'Oh, is that right? How long did you say you've been married?' 'Just 2 days.' Well, Annie, I'll be honest with you, I think this lovemaking has gotten a bit much for you. I think your husband's cracked your rib."
The new champ and winner,
Oh, it was nothing.
You tiger, you. Huh?
Well, you know.
She's walking around with a cracked rib and didn't know it.
Yeah. And of course, she was embarrassed to death. You know, the nurse was standing there giggling, and.
You were standing there going,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure. I mean, I started bragging to people.
Maybe you're doing it wrong.
That's fine.
I never thought about
Funny
that.
story. Hey, we've talked about this on the show before to other people. Everybody, there are probably more amateur songwriters in this country.
Yes, sir.
Everybody thinks they can write a song. And they sit down and they send it away to be published. And of course, they can get it published. Does it come easy for you?
No, sir. It's really every once in a while a song will be kind of easy, but they're very few and far between. You know, when I get the mood to write a song, and though I think what reputation and whatever I have is based mostly on having written songs like "Leaving on a Jet Plane" and "Follow Me" and stuff. They really are very few and far between, and I consider myself primarily a performer, an entertainer. You know, there are a lot of singer-songwriters around today. It seems, you know, that's really the kind of music that people are interested in now.
Right.
But there aren't any other ones that would do things by other artists on their albums. Nobody does "It's a Sin to Tell a Lie" anymore.
Right.
That's such a great song.
Oh,
you know?
it's a wonderful song.
And but I like to write songs. I really feel good about having that avenue of expression. You know?
This is the next thing you're going to do for us after we do this is your new single, right?
Yes, sir.
Is this one you wrote?
Yes, sir. I wrote it in January, and the single is called "Hard Life, Hard Times." But when I wrote the song, the way it is on the album, it's called "Prisoners." It's about prisoners of war.
Good. Love to hear it when we come back.
Okay.
All right. We'll do this first. We'll be back with John Denver, Dom DeLuise, and Peter Fonda will join us shortly.
America's waking up to a great breakfast idea.
Frosted mini wheats from Kellogg's.
Oh, they're grand and glorious cereals made from golden wheat. Oh, they're all-American sugar or cinnamon frosted mini wheat.
2 flavors, plain sugar frosting
Or brown sugar cinnamon.
and a great little size.
And fortified with 4 essential B vitamins.
Oh, they're all-American sugar or cinnamon frosted mini wheat.
I don't know about you, but I want my makeup to look clean and fresh. That's why I switched to Natural Wonder oil-free makeup. It doesn't give me a greasy, over-made-up look because it's the first makeup without a drop of oil in it. And some makeups have this much oil. Oil-free makeup really makes you look and feel fresh and clean. If your makeup doesn't tell you otherwise, it's probably got oil in it. Mine's oil-free.
Natural Wonder Oil-Free Makeup by Revlon. Beautiful.
Wouldn't you like to get away for a few hours? A beauty rest by Simmons can help put you into such a deep, sound sleep, you'll feel like you've been away overnight.
Right now, here's John Denver to do his latest single, Prisoners. John?
Josie works the counter at the downtown Five and Dime, anything at all to help her pass the time. My mama keeps a baby, my grandpa rambles on about the good times playing in his mind. It's a hard life living when you're lonely. It's a long night sleeping alone. It's a hard time waiting for tomorrow. It's a long, long way home. Josie spends the evening with the people on the pages of the paperback she picked up at the store. Or sometimes it's a TV, but she'll try to write a letter. Whoa, if they don't
I stare at the gray walls before me, and I see her face in the stone. And I try to imagine our baby, and I wish they would let me go home. And I wish they would let me go home. And it's a hard